Okay, this is a special session that I wanted to put together for you guys. It has to do with AEO or AI engine optimization and why you want to use it and be prepared for it as search engines will begin to change and incorporate more and more of this as well. So let's understand what exactly is AEO. So AEO utilizes information that is gathered both through the current internet and also includes AI large language models. So it's going to pull information from both the large language models as well as what's currently being pushed on the internet search engines. So, for example, if we use Google, you would use Google and as you would regularly search, and it'll bring up links and websites that you can use to find the information that you're looking for. However, what's being more and more incorporated is AI responses within those links, so that in many cases, you don't even have to go to a website to get that information. So I'm going to show a little bit of an example, and then I'm going to show you how this is going to be used as we go forward and how AI improves. Let me open up a page here for you. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so on your regular Google page, you know that you can ask Google pretty much anything. And you can see here there's an AI mode. So what does AI mode do is it's going to include information that's found through the large language models. Now, the Google one's probably going to directly reference Gemini, which is the Google provided AI platform. So, for example, if we go in here and I look up what are or what is it like to live in the Florida Keys, you can see that it is bringing up an AI overview. So there is a link up here, but you can see it's bringing up an AI interview. So this is pulling information from websites, and you can see that there are direct links to those websites. And then there's also information that's being pulled directly from the large language model. And as you can see that anywhere that information is being pulled directly from a link, you can see that there's a link available to you. And then anything that else that might come through would be through the large language model. Regional differences, some other descriptions for living in the Keys, common challenges, things of that nature. And then you'll notice too that there are some links here below that go to YouTube channels, Facebook, and then other websites. And then it'll also ask, it says people also ask, here are some common questions that people are asking in relation to this statement right here. So it's going to pull up this stuff as well. And then if you open that up, you can see where it's pulling like some of the pre-definitions provided through these websites. And what's interesting though, this is some great opportunity for you to utilize in your social media content. So when you do a search as if you were someone who might be interested in the Keys or interested in any community for that matter, and what it's like to live there, this is some great stuff to understand. Where should I get content information? Where can I get ideas for what type of content can I put out here? And this is some great ways to do that. And you can also look at some of the other questions that people are looking at as well. And then, of course, you have your links to the websites. And then you notice there are also links to YouTube videos as well. Because YouTube, which is owned by Google, is also a search engine. It's not a social media platform, uh, which a lot of times it gets thrown in there as a media platform, as a social media platform, but it's really not. It's a search engine. It's actually the second largest search engine in the world behind Google itself, Google search. So this is some of the reasons why you want to incorporate or expand your presence on other platforms such as YouTube, because you're going to get what's called forever content. Because if you notice, you'll see that this video here, which was posted in January of last year, this one was from March 1st, December 27th. And then there's also this video here from 2021. And then there are some others as well. And this is actually showing key moments in the video. And then there's a view all button. So if I go to view all, you can see that there's content here from last year, 2021, 2022 weeks ago, 26, a week ago, 4 days ago, 2022. So as you look, you'll see that this content here lives forever. You're not seeing stuff that comes from Facebook that was posted 3 years ago or a year ago or even a month ago, right? You're not going to pull that information up. And so social media platforms, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, these are short-lived. This is short-lived content, right? So in most cases, you have a 48-hour window in order to get that content up and live and running and get any kind of reaction from it. So within that 48-hour window, then it dies out, right? And it just kind of just falls into the mix. Doesn't mean it goes away. It'll still live on your profile page or on your For You page. If you're, but you're not seeing the information come up in searches. Only in YouTube and in other areas, Pinterest, are you seeing information that will live for a long period of time or come up from a long period of time ago. So it's something that's always there. And that means that every time that you post something on there, that you're going to get a benefit from that post for years to come. It will still continue to draw in viewers if you're providing information and content that's worthwhile seeing. So, as we go into ChatGPT, and also don't forget, hey, visit our channel on YouTube, where you can get recordings of all of these trainings that we do. There's currently about 30 videos up there dealing with everything from contract negotiation and building your skills and social media, as well as our expert speakers that go up there as well. So, go out there and check it out. You can reach it at youtube.com/at CBShrekFrank and get access to these videos anytime that you want for as long as you'd like, by the way. So if we go into ChatGPT, for example, now I'm going to ask the same question. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take this. I'm going to take the exact same question. I'm going to throw it into ChatGPT just the way it is, and let's see what it comes up with. And you see it's going to pull up some images. It's going to pull up some resources. It's looking at different websites, getting some data and stats. So I'm going to get a much more detailed answer through ChatGPT. And it's pulling this information here. You can see the connections where it's pulling that information from. And then it's asking if I want to break down by specific area. So let's put in here what are home prices like for a waterfront property here. And now it's going to go ahead and look at what are some of the data that's available. It may look at some of the Realtor.com or Zillow, or look at some of the Fed sites. And then it's looking at Realtor.com, Wall Street Journal, and then it may look at some local websites here in the Keys. So, which would typically be real estate websites in the Keys, and then provide its breakdown for home prices for a waterfront. If you mean keys overall, okay, and you can see here's a practical range is 1.5 to 4 million, is pretty much range. And then it's breaking it down by location, uh, and you can see where this is actually a private website. This is realtor.com, Wall Street Journal, Leslie Caputo, realtor. So this is a realtor. And you can see here's a full list of the sources that are used and where the citations are coming from. So this is all of the citations that it pulled from. So if I did want to go to one of these specific websites for information, I could get that. You can notice there are some property listings here as well. So if I am a real estate agent and I have my properties in there listed and I have a presence on the web, I may have just, found a way to reach more leads because my information is being promoted by AI. And this is what we mean by AEO, right? AI engine optimization. Um, so I'm going to ask it, who are some of the best realtors to use in, and we'll go with Marathon to buy a house. So now it's going to start to look at, this is where the engine optimization really comes into play. Because if your website or your information is not geared towards coming up in in this uh, way, so that you have authority to be drawn out by the large language model, then you're going to not show up in these results. So it's given standard little answer here that you can't certify a single best agent. But here's some solid places to start. And here you can see here's an agent markets herself as Marathon to Key West. Another one based in Middle Keys. Another one here is it says he's in the top 1% in the local MLS. Bullet Thompson, Scott Brisson. Um, and you can see what matters most in Marathon for buyers are some of the things. And you can see that here if you're not on this list, there's a problem, right? So these are going to be these people are going to be coming up in these AI searches, such as in ChatGPT. Now I may get a totally different answer using a different bot. So let me pull up Gemini, and we'll do the same exact question here. Uh, let's start here, just like we did before, and let's see what Gemini has to say. So I'm going to let that run. How do we get ourselves prepared for AEO? What can I do to optimize myself for AEO? One of the most important things to do right off the bat is to have a Google profile. Um, I'm just going to use my own for now. Uh, okay. So one of the most important things is to have a Google business profile. And to make sure that your profile reads through uh, correctly and has the keywords necessary to be able to be grabbed by the large language model as well as Google uh, in order to in order to be able to be used in AI searches. So let me put in this. Okay. And you can see actually it'll have a location. Here's links to my profile on the company page on realtor.com, on Zillow. Uh, and here's this is my business profile, which is right there. So if you click on that, it's going to pull up the business profile. And then you would want to make sure that this is positioned correctly and made correctly in order to have all of the key services or all of the keywords and services that would help um, improve uh, your profile um, viewing. Okay, I guess would be the best way to do it. So, what are some of the things that are important? Okay, one is having photos is important on your business profile. Some places of the office, maybe some homes that you've sold, some photos of the area that you work in, and some of the whether it's restaurants or the view or a park or something like that. The more that you have on that up there, um, it'll actually read that information of where that photo is from and connect it to you. Next is make sure you have your links in. So you have a link to your website. Make sure that you have a phone number listed for it. Business hours of your that you're working. And you can see here, I've got services that are in here as well. And then you'd want a description of who you are and what you do, as well as your address. The next thing is to make sure that you have Google reviews. So make sure that when you're working with a client, whether it's a buyer or a seller, is to ask for those reviews. And the best time to ask for those reviews is either right before closing or right at closing, to ask somebody and send them a link to give you a Google review. So you could just share your link, uh, this link right here, and ask them if they would post a Google review for you. All right. Um, and that's this way you get it really fast. And if you wait too long, then it'll get moved off, and people get distracted. They'll forget things of that nature. So you want to make sure that you get the Google review as fast as you possibly can, once you've done your business with them, or even beforehand, right? If they're happy with how everything's going, and ask them, hey, would you mind if I send you this link? Would you do a quick Google review for me, just a couple of sentences, and or right at closing, um, when you're doing all your paperwork and stuff, is usually the best time to ask for your review. So, so the next thing is to have authority within your website. You should use the exact same profile for your that you've used, the profile description for your Google Business profile, as well as whatever you have on your website itself. So if I go to the website here and I look at myself, I want to have the same profile language here that I have on my Google Business profile, which I do. So I have a good keyworded uh, profile here, that will help to for the search engines to find me. I want to make sure that there are keywords in here that have my work, where I work, uh, what is my title, who do I serve, okay, uh, and um, and then maybe some information about the community itself, connected to that. Okay, so let's look up another one. I'm gonna think. I'll look up Sam here. So Sam has his uh, Google review. He's got 29 reviews on there with a 4.7, very good. It's got his website, got reviews, it's got phone number, address, open 24 hours. He's got some information here. This really needs to be updated and included. So you would want some of your sales, some photos, things of that nature. And you can see it's connected to both Zillow and Facebook. So he's got his reviews on there, which is excellent. And you see the printed views. Some including some images here would help a lot. These are some of the standard images that are pulled from Google Maps, but adding some images here would really help a lot in getting that out in front of people. And so this overall, good job. A little bit better than usual, and you can see it has the right reviews, add photos. This is great too. If you have reviews from people where you could actually put a photo of them in front of the property, or some area at your office even, you're going to have a much better um, presence on your Google business profile. And that's going to help your AEO. You should take the exact same profile, the exact same description that you have on your website and use it again or some version of it on Instagram, Facebook, uh, uh, TikTok, whatever profile, the keywords that you use within your profile, you want to duplicate that as far along your entire uh, social media platform. All right, so we have here you can see we have some results from Gemini, and we can see that oh, that's interesting. She came up twice. So there are two here that are here. So she came up twice in the same language model, or in different language model. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to ask it again the same exact question. What are home prices like here for waterfront properties? And it's going to do a lot of the same research. So I actually should probably check her. I'm going to check her profile while that's doing that, because that's interesting that she would come up in two areas, two language models in the same position. So okay, so you can see there's a lot of good information, easy to read text. It's easy for it to be indexed. A lot of good keywords in here. And I'm going to take, she's got blogs. She's got a blog. I'm going to take this and do a search. All right. She's got business profile is up, um, and does have some sales in here. Yep. Some blog posts on here. Missing business hours. She does have her bio here. You can see has been, she used the bio in idea. Um, no reviews though. But still has she has the bio and she has connections to her blog in here as well. So some good information. She got the website, directions, no reviews at this time. Okay, so it's pulling up realtor.com, Zillow, and it's only one review. So this is actually a really good positioning um, for her to be used to be optimized for AI. Good stuff. Okay. So again, we're going to look at now this has a little bit of a different answer. 2 to 3 bedroom homes, 850 to 1.1 million range is the entry level. Sweet spot 1.5 to 2.2. Open water 2.5 to 3 million plus, right? Now I'm going to ask the same question. Oops, I did mess that up. Let's jump back into Gemini. I am going to correct this one. Who are some of the best realtors to use? And we're going to look at what the recommendation values are here. And while we're waiting on that, you can also use AI to create your profile as well. Okay, so here we have, oh, there we go. Amy Pudo, and then you have Sam Williams. So Sam is listed on here. Um, and so his profile, his business profile is working for his market area. And if we look at the sources, we can see that there is a source here. Now, it didn't pick up his website, which is interesting. So it's got to be pulling information from another source in order or he has enough information in order to come up in the large language model. So there's enough information indexed about him within the AI model, as well as Monica Barrett and Josh Mothman. So we could see that they have good information that's being indexed within the language model. And then, if you want to use the AI to create a profile, let's create a new chat. Okay. It's really simple. We're going to go like this. We're going to go act as, we're going to give ChatGPT a title, and we're going to go act as an expert internet AI, internet marketing guru. You specialize in AEO to promote real estate agents in searches in AI platforms. Again, sorry for my typing. Act as an expert internet marketing guru. You specialize in AEO to promote real estate agents in searches and AI platforms. Um, and now I'm going to tell it what its job is. Okay. Your current assignment is to create a an AI op optimized profile for, and I'll use myself, Berna, a real estate agent in Florida. Keys. The outcome desired to is to have this agent show up in AI chat searches as well as uh, internet search portals. Okay, so now I've given it some information, uh, and I'm gonna add. Actually, we're gonna run it like this. So we have act as an expert internet marketing guru. You specialize in AEO to promote real estate agents and searches and AI platforms. Your current assignment is to create an AI optimized profile for Frank Berna and a real estate agent in the Florida Keys. The outcome desired is to have this agent show up in AI chat searches as well as internet search portals. Provide your best format recommendations to accomplish the goal. Okay, so it says I'm going to pull together a modern AEO first format that works for both classic search and AI answers, and then turn it into something Frank can actually use right away. After that, I'll give you a recommended profile structure, field by field, plus publishing checklist to give you the best shot of showing up. All right, so the winning setup is not just one bio, it's a small system of matching profiles and entities. So Google Maps, Bing, and AI tools keep seeing the same person described the same way, which is what I was saying before. You want it duplicatable. Um, Checking the official sources for the pieces that matter most, structured data, local profile completeness, and how profile pages should be built. And then we go, okay. For AI search, the game is no longer just writing a nice bio. It's building a clean, consistent entity that search engines and AI systems can confidently recognize, connect, and repeat. So it's giving me a profile here, and here's my strategy, right? Uh, so an entity page, a local profile layer, and an answer content layer. So the best format for my page is the page title right there. Uh, that's strong because it shows exactly who I am, what I do, where I'm located, and what my specialty is. And then a URL slug that includes those keywords in there as well. So the slug has my name, the location, and what I do. The headline, here's a headline. So the H1 is the when you tag a, a a statement within a web page, it is important whether it's listed as an H1, H2, H3, because that's going to look at the search bots are going to look at that to see where the authority is coming from. Um, and we need a 2 to 3 sentence positioning statement. And here's some examples. Snapshot box, right? So here, right under the intro, is some quick facts. This helps both humans and machines. And why frank proof section. So this is where you would put your verifiable facts. So your past sales, any certifications, reasons why you should be unique or different from other agents. And so here you go, some examples. Here's the service area section. So this is where specificity is much better than generality, right? The more specific you are, the more niche you are, the better chance you have of getting the right buyers that want to work with you within your geographic area. And you're not getting inundated with stuff that's not, you don't want somebody from Utah asking you about their home value, or, wanting to buy a house in San Francisco. So, because that's not going to help you. And here are some real estate specialties that I might use. A trust section, so telling me what I should include within my profile, so that all of this is included in there, and then some short form AI profile versions. So this would be the short form version to use in AI, why it works, and then best long form version. So this would be stuff that I would use on a website or directory pages, or if you have a Zillow account or on your realtor.com page, this would work better on that. And then some technical format, what the profile page markup that you want to use, a little more technical kind of add answer for you, but very complete. And if you need help with that, reach out to me. I can definitely help you with your schema and your slugs. And then on the homepage, some best publishing places for the profile. So here are some places that you want to post this, so that this way it gets out there to where you want, in order to get picked up. And then this is going to give you the highest probability of getting your profile seen within the AI search engines, as well as the regular search portals such as Google or Bing, or anything like that. Um, Content format. So we've got pretty much a complete breakdown, um, page structure for AEO articles. So this would, if I'm doing blog posts and stuff like that, we want to make sure that we have this information included in there, as well as reviews matter more than most agents realize. And so we want reviews that will reinforce these key areas or these key items. And then a final profile recommendation. Here's the short one, the extended one, the headline, uh, some tags, expertise tags. The most important mistake to avoid: do not create one overstuffed SEO bio filled with every keyword under the sun. Okay, that reads like a hostage note written by a search plugin. So there's some guidance from Google as well as well as a best format recommendations for a one sentence uh, uh, bio. So that I might want to use that for maybe my Instagram and stuff like that. And then, so I'm going to take this same thing and say, okay, now make a version, make a profile version for Instagram. And I might just do these one at a time, but we'll just go with Instagram for the moment. And after all of that, and it's going to give me that same breakdown of how it should work, what it should look like, um, and some options and some different layouts for you. So you could just copy and paste these, or you could adjust these depending upon how you want to uh, position yourself on Instagram. And then I can do the same exact thing, uh, or for TikTok, or I could do the same exact thing for Pinterest or any other um, platform that you're using for social media, and break it down. So obviously, you want to check the information. You want to make sure that it is correct, that there's no hallucination in there, and that it actually is reflecting the type of profile that you want to have, and have people see. Right. So we want to make, obviously you don't want anything in there that you wouldn't want people to look at and say, well, that's weird. We want to make sure that the profile is clean and reflects exactly who we are and what we want to project as our professional image. So again, make sure this is one of the most important things to help with your AEO positioning, as well as getting seen in search engines, is your profile. So make sure that you run this process, and you can review this video, or if you'd like to get some help, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help you and put this together for you as well, and get you out there and get your face visible. If you have uh, this will be recorded. It'll be posted on our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, as well as included in the email going out with the link to download it from Zoom. And again, thank you very much. Hope this was helpful. If you have any suggestions, criticism, anything of that nature, or something that you'd like to see me do in the future, please let me know, and I would be more than happy to put that together for you in future sessions. So have a great day. Uh, Go ahead and do this, and probably within a couple of weeks, you'll start to see some changes in your results. So we'll see you soon. Have a great week.